some cakes. Period. Alright guys, so it finally came. I was looking for this cake pan that I saw Carla Hall do a bundt cake using this pan in lieu of Harry Potter for this coming season of Wizards of Baking. And I just thought it was very interesting, looked very intricate, and it was very beautiful the way she displayed it. So I have the cake pan. I finally got it. Hers was from Wayfair. Mine came from Amazon, and it was very reasonably priced. I'll definitely leave the link in the description box for you guys if you would like to purchase one as well. But we're going to go ahead and get into making this cake. She made a Meyer Lemon cake, and it just looked really good. I wanted to try it, so let's get right into it. Period. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and open it on up, Miss Thing. Let's see what it's giving. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. Okay. Well, all right. This is what the pan is giving. What it's supposed to give, period. The back of it. It looks really beautiful, y'all. This is very cute. Something very demure that you guys can definitely use for this upcoming Christmas season. If you guys want to make any type of bundt cakes, definitely get this pan. It looks very intricate, and I think our cake is going to come out great. Period. Oh, and it came with, once again, I got this from Amazon. It came with a couple of other things. Okay, I'm not sure what this is, but we'll look into this later. Period. Okay. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into baking this cake. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this cake pan for the longest. So we're going to go ahead and get into baking this cake, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. Our stuff out. I like to use Swanson cake flour. To me, this is the best cake flour. It's easily sifted. Actually, I think this one already comes sifted, the Swanson cake flour. You can go ahead and re-sift it if you need to, but for me, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the time. I'm going to go ahead and sift it today, though. Okay, so first things first, we're going to make our filling. I used 1 16-ounce bag of frozen strawberries, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and 1/4 cup of sugar. Now, Miss Carla Hall used cranberries in her recipe, but I'm going to be substituting that for strawberries. So I'll be making a strawberry filling. You guys can actually use any type of filling that you would like. We're going to go ahead and turn our stove down to medium heat to get our strawberry filling started. So we're going to go ahead and allow our strawberry filling to come to a boil. Now, this cake that we're going to bake is going to be a Meyer Lemon-Cranberry Bundt cake. This can definitely be compared to Mrs. Weasley's creations from the book of Harry Potter, which is why Miss Carla Hall did this recipe. Molly Weasley is known for her hearty cooking and baking, which includes pastries, comforting, hearty, and magical treats from the book of Harry Potter. Molly Weasley was actually Harry Potter's mother in the book of Harry Potter. So this is a recipe that kind of plays on something that she would make, since this is a recipe from Miss Carla Hall in lieu of Wizards of Baking. So just a little fun fact for you there. So we're going to go ahead and make this filling. It looks like it's now coming to a boil. So we're going to continue to chop it up until it comes to a bubbling boil. Once our strawberries come to a bubbling boil, we're going to then go ahead and add in our thickening agent. And for our thickening agent, we're going to be using 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of water. We're going to mix both ingredients in a bowl until well incorporated. Once everything is well incorporated, we're going to go ahead and pour that into our strawberry mixture. From there, we're going to give it a good stir until it's also well incorporated into the strawberry mixture. Guys, at this point, you can go ahead and remove your mixture from the heat. I added some red food coloring to my strawberry mixture because I love the vibrant red color. This step is not required. You can skip this step if you would like, but I did add in some red food coloring to my mixture. Once everything is well incorporated, this is the final look of our strawberry filling. Once we're done with our strawberry mixture, we're going to pour it into a food safe bowl with the lid and place it in the refrigerator to cool. Alright guys, now we're going to go ahead and get started on making the cake. We're going to first add our butter and our sugar into our mixing bowl and let that mix on medium speed until well combined. Now I did let that mix for about a good 2 minutes and then I scraped down my bowl. Once I got my bowl scraped down, I went on ahead and started the mixer once again. The reason that I scraped down my bowl is so that I can make sure everything is well incorporated. So once I did that, I went on ahead and added in all of my wet ingredients and then my lemon zest to my mixture, and I let that mix until well combined. So after I added my wet ingredients into my sugar and butter mixture, I let it mix once again for another 2 minutes, and then I scraped down my bowl yet again to make sure that everything is well combined. Next, I added in my dry ingredients. I only added in half of the bowl of my dry ingredients first. I let that mix for about a good 30 to 45 seconds because I didn't want to overmix it. Then I added in the second portion of my dry ingredients. I allowed that to mix for about a good 30 seconds because we don't want to overmix our batter. Overmixing your batter can cause several issues. One, to be exact, is it may incorporate way too much air. And with that being said, your cake will more than likely rise a lot quicker in the oven. And then once you bring it to cool, it'll sink in. So we want to try to refrain from overmixing our batter. All right, guys, so this is the baking spray that I'll be using today. They have many different brands, so the brand does not matter. As long as it says baking with flour, you are great to go. This is the perfect thing to use for a pan like this because it has so many crevices and cracks, and you want to make sure that it gets well incorporated with the baking spray so that your cake can come out nice, clean, crisp, and even. Just want to make sure you spray your baking pan down very well with the baking spray. Alright guys, so we're going to start with placing half of our batter into our pan first. Let's make sure we get our batter all around the pan. From there, we're going to place one layer of our strawberry filling down into the pan. And then we're going to place the second layer of our cake batter on top of the strawberry filling. Guys, whenever we're putting our strawberry filling in our pan, let's try not to get any on the pan itself. Let's try to just keep it on the inside. That way it doesn't stick to the pan and it'll be easier for you to release the cake from the pan if you do it this way. I truly think this recipe is great for this Christmas season. I love the fact that the strawberries has a really vibrant color and then the cake itself is really sweet. So I think this would be a great recipe for you guys if you're doing any pastries for this upcoming Christmas. I think that would be great. The pan itself gives a really great aesthetic to the look of the cake as well. So I really think that this would be a very helpful, great recipe, a great look for anybody that is doing pastries for Christmas. For some reason, this cake definitely reminds me of a cake that my grandmother used to make for us every Christmas. It was called a jelly cake, and we just truly loved it. We ate it all up. So for some reason, this definitely reminds me of the jelly cake because of the tartness, the sweetness of the strawberries, and the filling that's incorporated into the cake. So that's why I feel like this would be a great cake for you guys for the holidays. And just like that, our cake is ready to go into the oven. We're going to bake this cake at 350 degrees for 60 minutes. Once our cake is out of the oven, we're going to go ahead and poke some holes on the top because I made a syrup that we're going to pour all over the top of this cake. So the syrup was made with half a cup of lemon juice and 1/4 cup of sugar. I let that boil until the sugar was completely dissolved. Once all the sugar was completely dissolved, I removed it from the heat and I set it to the side as the cake was baking. So we're going to use that complete syrup mixture all over the top of our cake. After that, we're going to go ahead and wrap our cake in foil and let it set to the side to cool. So the reason why we wrapped our cake, in plastic wrap, is because we're going to allow all the moisture to seal inside of the cake. This is going to make sure that our cake stays moist and that it doesn't dry out. After the cake is completely cooled and ready to serve, we're going to make our glaze. Our glaze consists of 1.5 cups of powdered sugar and 3 to 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. Once we get our desired consistency, then we know we are good to go. Lastly, we're going to add a couple of tablespoons of our strawberry compote to the glaze and we're going to mix it well. Okay guys, now that the cake has cooled, I placed a cake board on top and I just very much so flipped the cake over. So now we're going to go ahead and remove the cake pan and reveal the beautiful cake underneath. You guys, I love this cake pan. It's so beautiful and it made the cake come out even more beautiful. I think you guys would really be pleased with this. I was so pleased with the way my cake came out. And I was so happy that it didn't crack or it didn't pull. So if you guys follow my steps, your cake will definitely come out just as good. So we're going to take that glaze, the strawberry glaze that we made, and pour it over the very top of the cake. We're going to use the entire mixture, y'all. And this cake came out so great. Even the glaze being poured over the cake was very beautiful. That is a nice color. I love to see this color. It's so Christmassy. It's so vibrant. You guys can definitely do this cake if you follow my steps and my tips. So here's the final look of the cake. I can't wait to cut into it and try it. I know it's going to be so delicious. I'm excited to get into it. All right, y'all. So this is the first cut of the cake. And already I can tell that this cake is super moist. Just by the way that the knife cut through the cake. Period. And here we go. Yes, it looks so good. Oh my goodness. Look at that. It looks so delicious. I'm so excited to try it, y'all. I can't wait to dig into this cake, okay, guys. Y'all, the cake is done. I think it came out very demure. It looks very cute. Definitely, this cake pan is something that you guys should definitely try. I promise you, with that cake pan, I feel like your cake is definitely going to stand out amongst the crowd. People would really think that you are a professional baker, like with this cake pan. Like, it looks like you know what you're doing, girl. So I would definitely go out and try this cake pan. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Now the recipe, I added a little strawberry topping on top of my cake. I love strawberry. So I added a bit more of the strawberry topping. But girl, time to try it. Oh my God. Good. You guys definitely have to try this cake. It's very good, very demure, not overpoweringly sweet, very moist. I love it. It's so good. I can't stop eating it. Oh my God. Miss Thing knew what she was doing. Miss Thing knew what she was doing with that recipe. It's really good, guys. This cake pan, I highly recommend it. It will definitely make your pastry stand out from the crowd. Definitely make your cake stand out from the crowd. Miss Thing, Rude. Very demure. You guys definitely need to try it. Please get the cake pan. The link will be in my description box to my Amazon store, and you guys can get that cake pan, and it's very, very reasonably priced. I highly think so. Miss Carla Hall got hers from Wayfair. Mine definitely came from Amazon. So guys, if you want to try this cake pan, you want to try this recipe, please do. I'll leave everything in the description box. I'll leave everything in the comment section, so you guys will have access to the recipe, to the cake pan, whatever you need. Miss Thing got you. Period. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I greatly appreciate y'all time. Please like, share, subscribe if you have not subscribed, so that you can definitely be part of the notification squad. Y'all, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate your time. And as always, I will definitely catch you next time. Bye, guys.